Hi all, welcome back. In this video, we are going to see a special feature in Java which is constructor. So we have seen a constructor briefly in the previous videos. In this, we are going to see how we can create a constructor and what are the uses of constructors in Java. So let us see what are the features of constructor. So it says constructor is used to initialize the objects. We know what is a class and we know what is an object, which is going to be the class variable. So once you create a class variable, every class variable or the object is going to have its own space in the memory for every data member, and using the constructor we are going to initialize these data members. Even though we say we are going to initialize the object, the actual meaning is we are going to initialize the data members. So as we studied in C++, here also in Java as well, we have or the constructor has got the same name as the class, and the constructor does not have any return type. So please do remember this. Constructor does not have any return type and which has got the same name as the class. And one more thing is every class have got a constructor, whether you define it or not. If you define it, your system is going to take your own constructor. If you have not done it, your system is going to take the default constructor. So Java automatically provide a default constructor for every class. And if you have defined your own constructor, nothing to worry, which is going to take your own constructor. If it is not done, Java is going to take the default one, right? So please remember the constructor is going to initialize the object and which has got the same name as the class name and without any return type. So let us see more detail about this. So let us see an example of constructor. So let us start with a class. So we have a class called my class. This is what the class name, and class is the keyword. So which have a single variable called x. Now look at the next statement. So this my class is going to be the constructor, and it says it has got the same name as your class name and which does not have any return type, and normally it looks like a method in the class. So this is what your outer class which starts and ends here. So inside this is going to be the data member and this is the constructor which looks like a method but does not return any value, and it has got the same name as your class, right? So where our initialize the value for x. What is the x? X is going to take, or x gets a value of 10. This is what my constructor does. Now look at my second class. Please remember this is my second class and I named it as class constant demo. This is what my class name. And please remember, before we proceed, please remember that. So this file contains two class. One is my class, other one is consdemo, constructor demo, and this is a class where it has got the main method. So obviously the entire thing you have to save in a file called the same name. You have to find out which class have got the main method. That class name should be the file name. So I should save it as cons.java. This should be my file name. And we have got the main method. And inside the main method, what do I do is I've created an object of my class, and there is a new operator. Look at this, my class. In the previous video, we have just created a class object without any constructor. But now what happens? We have a constructor called my class. Look at this. It will come to this. I'm creating one more object which is T2 again with the same constructor. So again it will come to this. Now what happened? I've created two objects, which is my first object. It's T1. I'm creating another object which is T2. So when I created T1, what happens? x takes a value 10. So this is my x, and this is normally no t1 dot x, which is 10. And for the second object, this is t2, and there also I'm going to initialize the value which is going to be 10. Now finally what happened? We have successfully initialized the values for the data members. So when I print t1 and t2, so which is going to be 10 and this is again 10. This is not 10 and 20. This is 10 and 10. Both the places I'll be getting same value, right? So I've successfully created a constructor, and basic use or the need or the purpose of the constructor is to assign values to the objects. So I've successfully assigned values for my objects. What are my objects? T1 and T2, and both T1 and T2 have got data members of initialized 10 to both the values, both the variables, right? So this is about the constructors.